So the title for today is Remember Where You Came From. Yes, remember where you came from. That is going to be the topic for today. Yes, it is. So I'm going to eat right now. This is more like my lunch. And I'm finna get ready to go to Chapel to get me some dinner. So it's like makeup session for me. So remember where you came from. Let me give y'all a few minutes and then I'm gonna run my mouth. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I don't want to choke out my food, but y'all bear with me. So remember where you came from. That is what the subject or the title is about today. Now, sometimes you may hear your mother. A mother is real good at saying that. When you get a real good job or something, or you became a CEO or something big, your mom will say, never forget where you came from. I'm pretty sure some of y'all have heard this. Never forget where you came from. Because some people get the big head and mom know they'll forget where they came from. Forget how they got there. And everybody know how they, hi, Ella, hi. Hi, I wasn't trying to ignore you, but I was trying to talk, trying to communicate. So, everybody acts a certain way. And most of the time, when you do start making big money, you do forget about where you came from. Because, see, it's just like, if you came up from a particular town, I'm not going to say what that town is, and if every time you looked around when school was open, you had to walk to school, whether it was raining, snow, hail, sleet, winter, or whatever, summer, spring. Okay, it was never a school bus. Wherever you moved to in this particular city, it was never a school bus. Okay, so then, of course, we had the single moms that worked themselves to death. They was tired, of course. We know about that, but that wasn't the point I was trying to get to. So then, when you come up, you were cool. So then when you come up, you decide, well, Boy, we done live like this. We done live poor our whole life. See them on there, huh? We done live poor our whole life. Well, whew. Boy, somebody always breaking in. Every time we move somewhere, somebody breaking in, taking the little stuff that we have. We hog it in through the front door. They hog it in through the back door. Hog it out the back door. So then after so long of going through that, you're like, man, I'm gonna start making some good grades. I'm gonna start, let's go. I caught you. Okay. I'm gonna start making some good grades. Boy, I'm gonna get up out of this. I ain't gonna come back to this. Woo! Lord, I had to miss meals. Woo! Boy, I had to struggle. So that's why the subject today is remember where you came from. Because some of y'all start making good grades in school, and you get up there and start getting those real good jobs, decent money, and you forget where you came from. That's why I always say never forget where you came from. Because I know my husband, his mom had told him that. My mom told me that a few times. She ain't got to talk to me too much on that because I know. She know I know. I'm not your sweetie. I'm doing all right. Andrew, how are you? Genesis, I'm fine. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe, share. But never forget where you came from, even though I know sometimes, you might live, in bad, poor communities. And I'm trying to use good words. My dad is going to the club with his new girlfriend. She know my mom. Okay, well, that's a whole other course of a story there. And I'm not going to get up into that. I'm into my own thing right now. So, y'all bear with me just a few more minutes. But never forget where y'all came from. I always go back to y'all town and try to help out. You cannot help everybody out, especially if you're not getting government money. When people getting government money, they're supposed to do the right thing, but you know how that go. I ain't gonna get into that. But, it's okay to help a few people. It's okay. And I guess y'all saying, Lord, she gonna take all my money. I got to feed my kids. Look. We have kids here too, we have to eat, but we still do find a way to feed somebody else, But Nick watches and said, bless you. God bless you. Thank you. I'm just saying, but the person who we help really, really do need it. And my husband say, you want to help him because you know that he really, really do need it. Every time I see somebody that's crippled that can't hardly walk, I know you need the help. You're not faking it. Yeah, but you cannot help everybody. Come on now, you be broke. But one or two people you can help. But now, use common sense. I would not give a person money because you're not supposed to do that. I would not do that. People be wanting money now. I wouldn't do that if you holding up a sign saying you hungry. Okay. I know some people are homeless, but some people are picky, I've learned. So I asked them what do they want. Because what I noticed was we was helping somebody, and a lot of people was bringing him food that they cooked from wherever they was living in, I don't know. And guess what the homeless man was doing? Yeah, he was homeless. He was taking it, just sitting it over to the side. It was piled up that high. I'm serious. And we was the only one that went to Popeyes and got him something to eat, or sometimes it was Taco Bell. Yeah, this is real life stuff. See, this is the side of me that y'all just don't see. And you won't. But I'm telling y'all, you won't see this. That's why I say, just because, like I always say, I only let you see, God bless you, thank you, what I want you to see. Or, whatever I talk about. Thank you. I see what you're saying. Thank you. He he said a good thing. Hope you have a wonderful night and God bless you and your family, because he been listening to what I've been saying. That's why Nick is saying that, Mr. Andrew. And this young man said the same thing. Weird take. God bless you, basically. Yeah. Hey, sweetie. Sweetie. Hey. So, no, I'm talking about my dad comment. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know your dad was on here. Or you were just between. Okay, Nick said chocolate. Okay, I think everybody can do with chocolate. Nothing wrong with that. Y'all can like, comment, subscribe, share. Yes, yes, yes. Let's go back a little bit. I don't want to be choking. Yeah, y'all. I was eating this, something I throw together. That's a steak burrito, but I'm gonna go get me some Chipotle. And I'm gonna eat. I guess, I wasn't eating my meals on time today. The kids was eating, but I wasn't eating my meals on time today. So now I'm like, I'm ready to eat. So, does anyone have any questions about where you come from? There's basically... And it's basically, when you get up there making money, don't forget, always go back. Starburst. And I'm going to tell y'all, well, some people probably don't know. I think M&M's is mine, but I'm ditching it because... But y'all know what I've learned? Going to Walgreens, that to me... That candy taste is higher unless you go there when you figure out when they have their sales. That candy, well, not candy, but that M&M's with the almonds in there tastes good. I mean, I've even went to Publix and got that M&M's. It was nasty. I spent all that money on the bar. Yep. So, I hope y'all have a good weekend, and today is Friday. And tomorrow is Saturday. We're getting deeper off into the weekend. Yes, we are. Well, like I said before, y'all can like, comment, subscribe, share. All of it would be appreciated. It would be very, very lovely. And trust me, all of it will go to the good. Trust me. Hell. Yep. So y'all, I'm finna get ready to get off of here because I got to get ready to go and get me something to put on this little tummy. I guess y'all say, but dog, you just ate. Yeah, that's all right. Nothing's wrong with what I want to do. And one day, like I told y'all, y'all be able to do this. Yep, you will. So y'all don't forget to share my channel with your family, friends, or on your channel. Thank y'all so much for coming. I really did enjoy y'all. Y'all was a good group tonight. I wish I could have y'all more often. You know, people like y'all, let me put it like that. And that's all I'm gonna say about that. And thank y'all. And y'all have a good night. And I'm gonna go and eat and drink me some lemonade and ice from Triple. And have a good night. Bye-bye, y'all.